So CJ, you're 210 PB. Didn't finish in the top 10. I guess what are you feeling about your result today?
I just was baffling, I guess. I don't know, in like no scenario did I think I'd be with him throughout all the hills and then just absolutely implode on the final downhills. My calves are just cramping. And mainly just cramping. I mean, obviously aerobically is fine, but I just, nothing, I could, just like your muscles contract and like they just wouldn't relax. And so I thought I was gonna have to walk and it just sucked.
So
I mean, that's what I was trying to have everyone else do, because like, I know they start running like 420s the last 8K, and that's kind of difficult for me to do. So I wanted to kind of see what I could do to take a little bit of that out, get them feeling that type of way. And I mean, obviously, I kind of think I'm invincible, so I didn't think like that would happen to me, but I was successful in breaking at least one person, and that was me, so it was, I mean, yeah, I guess I PR'd, but it was a very disappointing shuffle to a decent time, I guess.
Yeah. When you come through the hills and you're still in the lead pack, were you feeling good at that point?
I wasn't feeling fresh. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I just have a bunch of pop, I'm gonna win. But then we hit a little, we started going on the down, and I felt okay. And I thought, maybe after like a half mile of this, my legs will come back and I'll get some pop and then really roll. And then it's kind of the opposite. Like, I felt kind of good right when we started going downhill, and then they put in a pretty big move, like you just saw kind of everyone just like go. And then I kind of started to go, and then everything just like was just getting really tight and kind of cramping, and it just wasn't, my legs just weren't working anymore. I mean, typical marathon stuff that you see in the last few miles, like people walking on the side of the road because they're all grabbing all their stuff. That was me. I mean, I technically finished, but it was pretty bad.
When was the last time you felt like that at the end of a marathon?
Probably grandma's marathon. But I like barely trained for that, so I mean, I was running like 60 miles a week for like 7 weeks. I mean, didn't even do any long runs, so that was expected because I wasn't in any shape and I hadn't ran more than like 18 miles. So it was like, yeah, I'm gonna feel like terrible the last whatever, but I wasn't expecting that for this. Although, I mean, I did push some miles of the race, so I guess it's not, for people watching, it's like, well, it's not that unexpected. Like, look at what you did, but. Just my mentality, like I want to be invincible, so today I wasn't.
What was your goal coming into the race?
I didn't have too many goals. My goal was just like to make people miserable. I mean, that's really my goal every time I come to Boston, because it's the only course I can really do that. Like flat courses is like, I want to find a way to do that, but it's just harder. So yeah, my really one big goal was to make a move and try to hurt people. So I wanted to be with the leaders at mile 15, because like 15.2 you hit this big old downhill, and I just wanted to hammer and just kind of get people to somewhat go with me and just break the race open and make people just hurt, take some sting out of their legs, so that we don't just jog around and then run like 440 up the hills, because like I probably couldn't do that. And I think it actually kind of worked, because we jogged up the hills. I mean, I was there. Like, I didn't feel particularly great up the hills. It's not like I just magically became this awesome uphill runner, but I was right there. So I felt like I kind of succeeded in my goal. I just unexpectedly was just awful finishing. So, I mean, it was really disappointing, but it was like one step closer to where I want to be. Competing with the world's best and kind of doing what I wanted to do, and felt like I was controlling the race, and I just didn't have the last 8K when I thought I would. I don't like to say one day, but one day I think I will. It's just, no one likes to be patient like I want it to be now. So, but it's kind of motivating. I mean, it's just annoying. It's just annoying to lose and have people blow by you and like not be able to kick. Like, I love to kick in a marathon, and I couldn't even kick because I was just cramping. I was just mad.
Yeah. I mean,
It's whatever.
the first half I think was about 63-24, so
That was right what I
pretty quick.
expected. Yeah.
But like, do you think that had anything to do with maybe not having the legs the last 5K or so?
I'm sure it did. I mean, and then in combination with mile 16, I don't know what that mile was. I never even knew I went through mile 16. All of a sudden we were at 17, so I don't know what I ran because I didn't see that split. But yeah, I mean, obviously I ran faster than I ever have in a marathon, or actually ever, and then ran some hard miles after that. So I'm sure it did. But as I said in our other interview, like I don't have that mindset of like, I have the mindset of like I can run 2:06 pace and it doesn't matter if there's hills or not. Like I should be able to just be like iron that last part. But I mean, I can figure it out and figure out what went wrong and why my legs weren't there, and I'll be back.
You said you expected 103.20ish for halfway. Did you expect to be part of a pack of 15 at that point?
Yeah. I thought there was a chance.
I mean, like yesterday.
Yeah. No, the whole build up. After I saw the entries, I thought there was a chance, and then once I saw the weather, I'm like 62, 63. That's what it's gonna be. And I even said that, and everyone that asked me, I'm like, yeah, I'll go out hard, but the race is gonna be fast, fast for Boston standards. And yeah, so I thought we kind of lulled a little bit in some middle miles. I mean, it could have easily been 62s, like I thought, maybe 62 mid, 62 high, but 63.20 is like kind of in the middle ground of what I thought we'd be. And I felt I could be comfortable going through that, and I was still able to make a move where I wanted to make a move, stay with them through all the Newton hills, which didn't quite know if I'd be able to do that, but I did. And I thought if I could get to the top of the hill, I'd be good. So it's it's crazy because I ran so much faster than I did last year, but this is so, I don't know if disappointing is the right word, but it's just like I don't know. It is what it is.
Do you view it as a step forward from what you were in October, though?
Oh, it's for sure a step forward. I mean, I'm better than I was in October. I was so close to running like 208. I think Fauble ran 208 something. I mean, he had a blazing last 10K because I can't bet on that. But I think I could close with him. But even 209 low, like I should have easily been there. It was just, it literally like I thought. I saw people stepping off and I was almost right there with them. So to still run, I guess a PR. A minute and 30 seconds faster than last year. Yeah, it's a step. It's a step, but. Yeah, realistically, it's like if I was, if I put on my coach's hat, it's like, yeah, that was a good, I encouraged myself, whatever. But as an athlete, it's like no one's patient. No one likes to take small steps. It's like how long can you like put up with losing? It's like not fun. But yeah.
Appreciate the time. Thank you, CJ.